Some speculation and talk about some data mines involving Knull and Nimrod and other characters. But before we get into that, big shout out to Quick Draw, who is providing a lot of the information in this video. We're also going to go over some wacky do offers that I think are going to be popular amongst the high spenders. But this right here is a data mine that answers a lot of the questions that we've been talking about. Still no official date when the old Man Logan trials are coming back, but this does confirm this data mine. Well, I mean, data mines are always subject to change, but I believe that this is a relatively accurate data mine, that the leaderboard component of this event is being removed. And it says right here, 7.6 million points, immediately upgrade to a 6-star Old Man Logan. And that immediately means that there's going to be tokens. And when you just get the upgrade token and it doesn't matter what you had before, it takes you right to 6. Same thing right here, 13.5 million points, immediately upgrade to a 7-star Old Man Logan. So the Scourges were gated behind the Cabal and the out of time team. So what we were talking about yesterday about leader being the choke point for a lot of people being tied to the Crucible store, I think is going to be a thing. And I suspect that if I want to get a 7-star Old Man Logan, I'm going to have a 7-star leader amongst the rest of the teams as well. Now, let's go into the data mines. And a lot of stuff right here I think is pretty cool. Let's just read all of it, because some of this is just speculation and some of this is factual. And this is largely Quick Draw's opinions on the situation. Knull, things we know, Knull is in the game files. Knull is a major villain. Gore has the symbiote tag. And so this is, I guess, a profile picture that was in the data mine briefly. The design intention of bringing Knull will be designed like Sinister 6, and Knull will be plug and play in all the villain symbiote teams. I kind of like that idea. Scream will get reworked. There'll be 1 to 2 more villain symbiotes added before Knull comes to the game. Yeah, and Gore has the symbiote tag, so that is fun. All right, Nimrod. Nimrod is in the game files. There is a Sentinel minion in the game files. Nimrod associated with Sentinels. Nimrod's a villain. This will be a villain team. Mr. Sinister will get a rework. Interesting. MODOK will be on the team. I'm not sure about MODOK. I mean, I would like MODOK to come to the game, but the characters' frames and animations are on rigs. And like when the game came out, there were only 2 rigs. And I don't know how many rigs are in the game now, like the wireframe animations. And I don't know if there's one that would work with MODOK or if they would be willing to create one just for MODOK. So we got the files right there for Nimrod and Sentinel. Vampire team. All right. Most likely coming late September or October. Things we know. Karen Page. So this was Karen Page, which was right here, was the vote. We voted on the rework, which is going to be Moon Knight. And then Karen Page, basically her mentor is Morbius. So Karen Page with the thematic Morbius influence on skills and appearance. And so this was also based off the website, and we could vote on it. It was community voted. Man-Thing will be on the team. Speculation, most likely a hero team themed on fighting vampires and monsters. Elsa Bloodstone could be the second reworked character. Blade could potentially be the 5th member of the team. And the next legendary. Oh, no spoilers! I was just going to blurt out a spoiler for a movie, but I won't do it. I want to. Hopefully you go see all the movies that are out right now that are important to Marvel Strike Force community. One of the character summons the minions in a way like Mr. Negative on turn and cycles through them: Blaster, Brawler, Controller, Protector, and Support. So these were like portraits in the game. And I don't know which one was which, but they were tied to like the Blaster, Brawler, Controller, Protector, Support. So we'll see how that. Then lastly, Onslaught teaser in the Age of Chapter 1 dialogue. Whoever altered your mind, Eric, your helmet must have made it more difficult than expected. They've accidentally left a sign on their medaling where your memories of Charles were. A looming darkness, a great powerful void, almost a shadow. And I think Boylon speculated on that data mine also with Shadow King. So there's some couple things we want to go over here. Questions for Scopely. Scopely, you're trying to build confidence in your game. You need to communicate with more, transferring some basic questions. What's going on with upgrade tokens? I kind of feel like the data mine explains that. They really haven't done much with the upgrade tokens other than on new player accounts. They gave like Masters of Evil on my baby account. And I feel like the primary purpose for today of the upgrade tokens is for these trials, which is not great in that the way that the Scourges used to work on the second and third runs, you just get a dripping of shards. Now it's almost like they're forcing you to upgrade the entire team, you know, which is going to be out of time Cabal, Loki, and Emma Frost, or else you just don't get a 7-star Logan. So it's kind of like a reversion going back to the original legendaries. You know, we're going way back to like Omega Red and Dark Phoenix and all that. And they're just using the tokens to facilitate that. And I strongly feel that this is about tokens. Immediately upgrade. Supposed to be a big thing, right? Players using the upgrade rework characters with perfect use for them. I agree. Like no one had Ultimus upgraded. Been perfect to announce and upgraded tokens for him in an event. That'd be great. Battle World. Yeah, where is Battle World? It's supposed to be out this year. There's been no news about it several months. Why don't you give us character silhouettes anymore? I love that. In fact, that was brought up in a meeting recently by the envoys asking them to do that. I don't know if they will or not, but that was something that feedback was given to them about this. They added some excitement around new releases. So much more fun getting info from data mines. Where's the Mystic Raid team? Well, I hate using buy stocks. Likely, really hate it. Now, I don't know, but we just went over quick draw speculations. So we'll have to see if that manifests in a Mystic Raid team. We will see. We're old man Logan Red Stars, long overdue. It'd be nice if we could get them in the store while he's still arena meta. Hopefully we get information about Old Man Logan sooner than later. Last week they mentioned Old Man Logan in the blog posts and they used the word soon, which who knows what soon means, right? Crimson Gear was released about 5 months ago. When are you going to make it more available for your player base, especially mini uniques? Last time we have less than 1,000 players finished DD7. Anyone going to pay your way over the top prices for Crimson Gear? Already done so. Start making more attainable. Thank you. And I don't know when that happens. You know, maybe it's 10,000 players. Not sure. Also, this is kind of big news. This made me smile. Is that Pathfinder is going to be a community manager. So he's going to be working at Scopely, and I'm pretty excited about that. Looks like they've brought in 2 people to replace the 2 that went out. So we've got Fox and now Pathfinder. And for me, what I like about this is that Pathfinder plays the game the way that the community does. The community, is really passionate about the game, and we make spreadsheets, and we have to make decisions about spending money, and we're competitive. And, that doesn't happen in my experience with developer accounts. I'm going to assume that they get currency for free. They don't have to debate whether buying offers. They don't have to have the fear of FOMO and all that stuff. And so having someone that has been in the community like Pathfinder, I think is a positive. Now, that doesn't take away from all of the nonsense that Scopely does, but I feel like it's a step in the right direction. Then yesterday we talked about the open all orbs in files. I just want to point out again, like I did yesterday, that it says slider, and that highly excites me. But this cost thing there was some clarification that came to me after I was recording the video, and there is not going to be a monetary cost, and this is just the in-game currency and the orbs and fragments of orbs. And then Lori said, hello, I wanted to clarify that the cost is a confirmation of the resources used to open the orb, for example, orb fragments. And then she clarified even a little bit further. A better example would be that you use credits to open an orb. You have to confirm the expenditure. I want to talk about 2 offers, and I'm not going to be buying these, but I think that they're going to be very valuable. And I feel like they're going to sell a lot of these, and the big spenders are going to scoop these up. And a lot of people are saying, well, if they're going to sell all this currents for $50, then a lot of people are going to be able to get into DD8 on day one, which is a possibility. But I think that this is a cracking snack, and the people that are heavy spenders probably just pick this stuff up real quickly here. And this also kind of me question is like, well, how hard is DD8 going to be if there's going to be a large number of people going into it? Which leads me down this path of maybe it's going to be so hard that the existing characters that we have in the game are not going to be optimal for going through Dark Dimension 8, and that it's optimized for characters that are coming, which could happen. And so I'm sticking to my plan where I'm not going to, look at the first couple nodes and try upgrading those characters. For me, I'm going to stick to characters like Mephisto. I don't have Mephisto yet, but I'm almost there. Super Scroll, Apocalypse, and Old Man Logan. Those are the 4 characters that I'm going to be willing to go purple ISO. I just don't imagine any world where taking them to purple 3 is going to be a bad decision, where, some of those other characters and the other nodes, maybe. We'll have to see. We'll find out sooner or later. And then also, I just want to clarify, we've never had an offer like this before. So I believe they have the battle pass, which is $20, and then there was the $50 version. Well, this is like, instead of it costing $30 more, this is going to cost $45 more. So this is kind of like a penalty. Like if you just bought the $20 and you didn't buy the $50. Now, the reason why this is important is that these helms are going to be tied to how to get diamonds. So over the course of all the battle passes, there's going to be 300 helms, which should be enough to get 7 reds. And if you get to 336, you can get 36 more. The 36 more should help you to get the 2 diamonds. And so this bonus, I guess they call it the Premium Pass Plus, which, you can buy here for an extra $45 on top of the $20 you already spent, or you can buy it all together for $50, is going to give you 6 extra helms, right? 2 times 3 is 6. And you're going to have to do that 6 times. 6 times to get the 2 diamond. And that's above and beyond. If you do it this way, that's an extra $270 on top of the $120 for the battle passes to get a 2 diamond. I don't know. They just never done it this way. I'm not going for it, but I just wanted to offer some clarification on what was going on here with this. But this is going to be tied to getting the diamonds, basically. The last 36. It takes 336 to get the 2 diamonds. So the way that I see this playing out is that, if you buy the battle pass, you're going to get the yellow stars. If you don't buy the battle pass, you're going to get a limited number of yellow stars, but you're still going to get the red stars, is my understanding. But then if you want the diamonds, you have to buy the Premium Pass Plus, or whatever they call it. If I missed anything, or if I didn't explain that correctly, just put it down in the comment section. I'm sure I got something wrong with that. Bye for now.